Hey guys, this is Garth, and today I wanted to talk about my impressions on E3 and who had the better conference between Sony and Microsoft. Before I get into that, I want to go over their main talking points and what they really wanted to push. Microsoft came out and they said that they wanted to push cross-platform gaming. They wanted players to know that when you start something on the Xbox One, you can finish it on your PC with all your achievements and with all your saves, which is pretty cool. I commend them for that. Sony, on the other hand, they really pushed PlayStation VR, which I don't necessarily agree with, just because we haven't seen great gameplay from VR, especially the two showcases that they had with I think it was Final Fantasy 2 and Star Wars Battlefront. Let me tell you, that gameplay was terrible. Final Fantasy, their VR, I think they only showed about 5 to 10 seconds of that gameplay. It looked like something it looked like you went to Dave and Buster's and you just picked up shoot 'em up. It was literally an arcade game. It looks terrible, and for $300, that is not the quality I expect for something like PlayStation V from something like PlayStation VR. I really think they need to up the quality, or maybe even drop the project in general. I think it's gonna be something that's gonna come and go like how PlayStation moved it. I think it's a gimmick. I think it won't last long, but hey, that's just my opinion. Microsoft, on the other hand, came out with a nice showcase of games. They showed Dead Rising 4, Tekken. They even showed Gears of War gameplay, which was very cheesy. I mean, the gameplay was good. It was just the commentary was horrible. It was at some points it was very awkward to watch Microsoft live conference, just because of the weird and cheesy smiles, the awkward conversation. There was no real connection between the people that were up there and the audience. I really feel like that was one of Microsoft's biggest weakness, and I really feel like that was the difference maker between who had the better live conference. Um, One game that I'm really excited for is Scalebound. That game, I don't think it had any leaks coming into E3. It had a nice surprise factor, great quality. I think it's gonna have a nice story. It's action packed. I enjoyed it. If there's anything that I could take out of Microsoft's live conference, is that game. Moving on to Sony, they came out with an all star lineup of games, coming out with God of War, and that game just looks amazing. I hope they keep the quality in terms of graphics, because it looks like those graphics are gonna really push the PlayStation 4 to its limit. I really hope it's not a Watchdog situation where they have a big downgrade on graphics, but all in all, I think that game is gonna be enjoyable. They had Horizon Zero Dawn, which I'm still waiting for a release date of this game. I don't want to wait three more E3s until this game finally has a release date. It looks beautiful. It looks nice. I really want to play. I really want to get my hands on it. They had another game called Detroit, which was a decision-based game. With so like examples like Mass Effect, or my main point is Mass Effect. They had a bunch, I think like six different outcomes or six different scenarios that could have played out with just one situation, which I thought was really cool. They announced Crash, a new Crash game coming out, Lego Star Wars. I just feel like PlayStation 4 did great, but they rushed it. I really feel like they rushed it. They ran through Crash, they ran through Lego Star Wars, all these great games, and they just didn't talk about it. It was just like, yeah, 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 we're doing this. We're doing this. Okay, anyways, PlayStation VR. PlayStation VR. It was just, man, listen, all your substance is in your games. They came out and just showed just straight gameplay. That's what we want to see, and that's what they did. That's what Microsoft failed. I feel like that's where Microsoft failed. They came out, they showed a bunch of cinematic cutscenes, and I was just starving for gameplay. PS4 came out, they gave so much gameplay, but they just didn't explain what they were going to do, or they didn't explain what was going to be released, or they just didn't give out too much information, and that's just really frustrating. Yes, Sony had the better live conference. Um, I really feel, but at the same time, they just didn't maximize the opportunities that they had. But that's just my opinion. Just tell me what you guys think. Um, Thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.